WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Tito Santana.
This is Kurt Angle.
This is Bret the Hitman Hart, and this is going out to Scott and Holly.
You are listening to the
Win Twice Wrestling Podcast
with Scott and Holly.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
And this ho's for everybody. Ho!
Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to listen to the incomparable Win Twice Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Scott and Holly. We always go over, brother, and that's the bottom line. Dig it? So sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 79 of the Win Twice Wrestling Podcast. It's been a while again, Holly, hasn't it?
A little bit.
Did you go away?
Yes.
Where did you go?
Sitges. In Spain.
Sitges?
Yeah.
Where?
Near Barcelona.
Oh, okay. So in my head that was, you just went to Barcelona. So
yeah,
is it like a kind of rural area just outside or?
It's like on the beachfront.
Oh, very nice.
It's lovely.
But Barcelona has beaches as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, but this one's it's a little quieter.
Less touristy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now that sounds probably why I've never heard of it, to be fair. Please be back, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
So unfortunately it did mean that we missed a week, but I think we've been keeping pretty good pace up until that point, to be fair. And maybe in the next coming weeks we might miss the odd weekly session because someone here has got a new job in that time and it involves a lot of travelling. So you'll have to bear with us, but they will keep coming, so do not fret, as I'm sure all of you were spending many hours worried about that because you didn't post anything to say there was nothing going to be.
I didn't. No, I'll be honest, I was doing other things. I was at a wine tasting on Sunday, so...
What, now you say tasting?
Yeah, well,
Is it a wine glugging?
Well, we swallowed them, yeah, so you don't spit.
As you always do, so...
Yeah, I mean, it was really good. I enjoyed it. So, yeah, apologies, my mind was not on
that's
updating everyone what was going on.
All the fans didn't get feet pics that week either, but you signed off just before you went away with one, watching wrestling. So,
I did, yes,
So,
I did,
I mean,
yes.
you kept the people happy, you gave them what they wanted. And yet, this was actually your choice.
Yes, it was.
Was it not?
Yeah.
Now, I know why you picked this.
Yeah.
You tell the lovely listeners why you decided on this particular show.
Because it was 46 minutes long.
And that is what we like to hear, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Off the back of Festival de Lucha.
The 3-day torture view.
Yeah. That was tough. That was admittedly the toughest show we've put ourselves through. So it looks like we actually took a week off to recover from that.
I mean,
but that wasn't actually the case because I think I'd actually watched this before you went away. But obviously, we didn't have time to record. You needed to fit that in your schedule as well. So understandable. But even though I wasn't massively thrilled, I guess, to go back to Evolve, only because, and no disrespect to Evolve and what the WWE are doing there, and it is literally because it is a lesser NXT, I really don't care about the people in there.
Okay.
It's interesting to see who might be the stars of the future, which I think we've kind of talked about when we covered the first Evolve episode. But there's something, I will say this, it was an easy watch.
Very.
For me as well, specifically with my style of notes, I didn't have any issue actually rattling through this at a decent pace as well. So normally I'd say if the show is an hour in length, it's probably looking at 3 to 4 hours for me to watch it just to kind of get down everything that I need to. And for this one, I think it was less than that. If I went probably 2.5, maybe just pushing 3, but it felt good actually. And because like I said, the Festival de Lucha, even though I actually did that in like 2 sittings overall over 2 days, that was tough, man. That was really, really tough. So when you picked something that happened to be 47 minutes or something, absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Good.
And it'll be interesting to see, because in theory, and well, in actuality, for the most part, the people that were competing on this show were different from the people that we saw competing on week 1.
Yeah.
So week 1, I believe, was the 5th of March 2025. So we've gone for the second episode, which I think this was actually recorded at the same time as the first episode as well. So they did them back to back. And that being the 12th of March 2025. The venue, of course, the WWE Performance Centre in Orlando, Florida. And I can't really do an attendance for it. 1, because it's not reported. 2, a lot of them are plants, I think. But also, to be fair, some of them do look like genuine fans, whether they are or not. I don't know how they managed to get the unlucky tickets, however you want to look at it, to go there. So I thought I'd do it on a different metric to what I've done before. I think I told you this. YouTube views.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
YouTube exclusive show,
Yeah.
I think, unless it's on Hulu or something in the States. I'm talking specifically from an international basis from the UK. At the time of me watching it, and this will date when I actually did this, 7th of July 2025, there were 181,000 views.
Okay.
I mean, certainly not shabby numbers.
No.
It's not WWE normal numbers, but nor would you expect it to
No.
be. Still perfectly respectable. I guess it doesn't show how long each of those people watched it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean 181,000 people watched it from start to finish, but we certainly have at least 2 people that did.
Yes.
And they are sitting here. What were you hoping for out of this show? Except for it being shorter, what were you hoping for?
I mean, I enjoyed the first one. So I guess I'm just kind of hoping for similar. I know that there's going to be people that I'm not going to know, so it's not going to have that familiar sort of like, oh, I
The
like
comfort
this
zone.
person. But I do like seeing the new people and
Yeah.
thinking, oh, I wonder how they'll do. And a couple of people, to be fair, I'm quite up to date on NXT at the moment.
Okay.
So a couple of the people that are appearing I now see them later and go, okay, I wonder how effectively they've gone from X to Y.
I don't know whether it's the podcast that's changed you or something's changed
Yeah.
about the mentality, because normally, and I think you would admit to this yourself, you're very much a creature of habit.
Yeah.
You like your comfort zone. It's called a comfort
I like
zone
what
for
I
a
like.
reason. Exactly. And there's no apologies needed for that.
Yeah.
But you just said there, you like seeing the new people.
I do. But
Okay,
I
there's
think,
a caveat.
I think it's the fact that also it's in a short period of time. If you
Okay.
gave me, let's go back to the last show we did, apart from 3 or 4 people,
Yeah.
but hypothetically, if you're going to give me a 3-hour show where I don't know anybody, I probably wouldn't be quite as
Does that,
okay with it.
fair enough. Does that change when you're watching wrestling in person? So, for example, when we went to Progress for the very first time a couple of years
Yeah.
ago, what...
Oh, God.
Because I was going to say, because most of them would have been new, I think.
Yeah, I think that's different, though, because that's like an in-person, it's an experience.
That's kind of what I was
There's-
getting at. Is
yeah.
it different criteria? Okay.
Yeah, and even now when we go, most of the people I've already seen before, but there are some new people every now and again that I go, oh, I wonder who that is.
Yep.
But then it falls into the comfort of, oh, it's all right, 'cause in a minute I've got Simon Miller and all this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Pretty boy Simon Miller.
no,
Yeah.
But
Lovely,
you know,
lovely bloke as well. Genuinely lovely bloke. We've spoken to him a couple of times. Been perfectly nice as well. So you can only hope he's got a small dick, really, at this point, because you can't look
have
like
everything,
that.
can
Don't
ya?
get me wrong. He's put the work in to look like that. I'm not saying you kind of just. It's not the 80s WWF. Take a couple tablets, lift a bit, and then you carry on, and then boom, there you are. But no, he's genuinely a sweetheart as well from the brief discussions that we've had with him. But there are others, obviously. You got the likes of Mike D that you.
oh yeah, there's quite a few that.
And to be fair, he's good.
I do very much so enjoy, but I think it's just trying to say, like, yeah, give me one of those shows that's, say, 3 hours long.
You need.
When I have got solid people that I know, then throw in a new one every now and again, ideally against someone I do know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, apart from the Festival de Lucha show, is there anything that we've covered where you've been blindsided? And not really. Obviously, we've covered one
so.
Progress show so far, and obviously you were there for that
Yeah.
in person. So
The TNA one was,
that wasn't a pay-per-view though. That was
No.
that was an hour.
but that was still, it was fine. It wasn't a challenge, but that was like, I don't know anyone. Oh,
That
I know
was
that person.
Shark Boy.
Oh, I know. And the fake Kane guy. I don't remember
I
his name.
can't believe you just called him the fake Kane
I don't
guy.
remember his name.
Abyss.
Thank you.
The
That's
guy who's
it.
doing production work
Yes.
for WWE currently. The fake it's outrageous. Absolutely
Come on.
outrageous. So disrespectful.
Come on.
Okay, yeah, I understand the logic. So if you, like I said, if you're watching something that's 3 hours long, you
Yeah.
need at least the structure, the bone structure of it needs to be people you know, and then you can
Yes.
flesh it out with dabbles of people that you don't.
Yeah, the carrot has to be dangled enough for me to maintain, especially with my brain, to maintain focus.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to keep me entertained somehow.
Okay, that sounds like dating advice, to be fair.
I mean, yeah, it works that way too. Yeah.
So
Keep
for
me
anyone
entertained.
listening, just bear that in mind.
Shush.
Just putting it out there, just helping those would-be suitors, of course. Let's go for the show opening, because
do
it'd be
it.
weird if we went for the finisher
Start
of
in
the
the
show.
middle.
Although I bet you wish we'd started the last show at the
At
end
the
of
end,
it. That would have been much more pleasing experience, and that's including a match with Disco Inferno, which makes me feel ill. As is customary for the start of a modern WWE show, we get the stylised Then Now Forever Together package. It might actually be one of my favourites. It looks super clean. Really like it.
I like it, but do you like it as well because it's purple?
It's not...
At the end, it goes a little shade of purple.
There's a hue. There's a lavender
Exactly.
tone to it, isn't there?
Ooh, a lavender hue.
Maybe, but I just like it's the clean edges. Funnily enough, obviously talking about... We've covered like ECW and how I like the gritty presentation, but when it's supposed to be sanitised, I like to see something sanitised, and this, perfect.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong, the other ones that we've seen before, fine, but this hits different a little bit for me, to be perfectly honest. The opening show montage focuses heavily on the WWE variant of the Evolve logo before quickly shifting to the cast of characters that comprise the developmental roster. Now, boy, am I happy they didn't start backstage with Shawn Michaels and Ava, with everyone doing their faux acting, bad acting as well. Like,
yeah.
Not a one of them, including Shawn and Ava. I mean, Ava's never done good acting. But Shawn is like, I don't know why I'm here. And then just, they're like doing the over campy, it's Happy Days type level. Oh, it's just not good. I liked Happy Days as well, but do you know what I mean? It's just
I
not
get it.
awful. So I'm glad we didn't get that. The opening show. Oh yeah, the opening show had its benefit in that it gave them in-ring footage to use for the highlight reel. So we actually see various clips of in-ring action from the first Evolve to open this one. Granted, we've already seen it, but if you're just coming in blind, that is going to be more palatable to see than, backstage, who's gossiping with who? Who's going to have a match? Who cares? The VT culminates on the Evolve logo once again, and we now go live to the Performance Centre for the show to begin. After briefly scanning those in attendance, we head to the commentary position with Peter Rosenberg and Robert Stone, who will be calling the action.
Yes.
In small doses, I think they're fine.
Yeah, fine.
They don't take away from the product, and I'll be honest, you say how you can tune out of commentary.
Yeah.
They make me do it, but not necessarily for the bad reason.
Yeah.
I just don't need to hear them.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's hard to articulate without it making it sound like a dig.
You're just unbothered.
I'm unbothered by them, but they're not saying anything offensively bad that will make me tune in and go, what the
No.
fuck have you just said?
Yeah, no.
Like,
They
for
weren't
example,
annoying either.
like, I'm always going to listen to JR. King will make you listen to him because of the stuff he says.
Yeah.
Corey Graves, because he's so animated in how he talks,
Brilliant.
there's something about him that draws me in.
His voice draws me in. He's got one of those voices I could just listen to.
Yeah, is it like a Morgan Freeman type voice for
Yeah,
you?
for me, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about this at work, about AI and all this stuff. And they said, what kind of voice would you have? And I was thinking, I'd give Morgan Freeman to talk to me about pensions. That'd be wonderful. Yeah. I feel like that would help. But yeah, so completely managed to tune them out. I don't think I have any notes from commentary in the entire show. Granted, it's only 40 minutes, but from memory, I don't think I do. Rosenberg asks, so immediately the next line is me commenting, but to be fair, if the camera's on them and it's just them talking, I've not got anything to distract me. So after having lied to your faces or your ears, Rosenberg asks Stone if he's ready for the night of action let me put my teeth in, I'll say that again. Rosenberg asks Stone if he's ready for the night of action before them, and instead of answering that question, he simply says that he's not ready for Stevie Turner. Rosenberg says that he'd better get ready because she is up first. We head to the entryway where a young blonde woman with microphone in hand begins addressing the audience. This is Stevie Turner. How would you describe Stevie Turner for people that might not be familiar with her?
Very pretty.
Sure.
Blonde?
Yeah, well, I hope so. I put blonde about 3 times.
A bit nothing.
That's the word I would land on as well.
Probably the same sort of... I mean, she was more entertaining than Ava, but so is a wet mop. So
yes,
that's not really hard.
Yeah, I mean, Ava being compared to a wet mop, I don't think happens quite often enough. It baffles me, given how... And she's never... It sounds harsh, but the reality of it, as far as I'm concerned, is Charlotte Flair's the anomaly in terms of living up to the ability of your old man. Trying to compete on a field of charisma with The Rock, you're not going to win. No. You're not going to win. But when you have almost the antithesis of charisma, it's that much worse. To the point where I feel... honestly, I don't know what she adds.
Annoyance.
But she doesn't even annoy me. She nothings me.
Oh, she irritates me.
She just stands there. She just
That's the
talks.
worst thing for me about NXT. And don't get me wrong, I couldn't do it. If someone pointed a camera in my face,
Probably could.
I would just panic. But there's no camera here. It's fine.
No, sorry. I was pointing like I said. I was like going, Ava does fine, and she shits a brick every time the camera's pointed at her.
But yeah, like when I watch NXT, it just kind of, it is the one thing that it's the backstage stuff where she comes out and I just go, ugh.
I genuinely don't know what she
boring.
offers. Apart from being The Rock's daughter,
Yeah.
I don't know what she offers.
That's it.
Oh, and do you know what? Fair enough. That's obviously enough. But
Yeah.
it's like, it's a type of bad that makes me feel uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? I don't like saying...
It's weird to compare. So effectively, if we're doing this in quotation marks, right?
Okay.
Her job,
Right.
in quotations, I guess, is what like Aldis
Yeah.
is doing.
Yes.
And you look at the two as a comparable and it's just ridiculous.
My favourite is actually Adam Pearce.
Really?
I think he's the best.
Oh no, I'm an Aldis girl.
Of course you are.
I
Of
like
course you
Pierce,
are.
obviously. But
Adam Pearce has the right balance, whereas there's something, I don't know why, because obviously Nick Aldis is English. Hearing, like, he does still speak with an English accent, but it's a bit foreign to my ear. Does that make sense?
It's got a twang to it.
It's
now.
not, it's been Americanized, but not enough that I go, oh, I can hear American there. I don't know what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
It's like in between nothing. But Adam Pearce, I'm a big fan of Adam Pearce. And I found when he wrestled back in the day, I found Adam Pearce to be so frustrating as a wrestler.
really?
So
Okay.
frustrating. But as this, gold.
Perfect.
Like, hits
okay.
everything you'd want, for me personally, in a general
Yeah.
manager. Paul Heyman, loved him, doing
Oh,
GM work for SmackDown back in the day. Stephanie McMahon, no.
Ooh.
No. I mean, to be fair, it usually involved, oh, by the way, your boobs have gotten bigger, Stephanie, again, haven't they? That kind of stuff. And don't get me started on her involvement in the Evolve show. Not the Evolve, Evolution. Have you seen that?
The most recent one?
Yes.
No.
Okay, fine.
Not
The
seen
show's
it yet.
good. It's a good show.
Okay. I will
But
watch it at some point.
she
but-
comes out at the start, and I'm like, not be fair, it's not fucking about you. I know you're a female. I know you're a female McMahon. It really isn't about you.
Right.
And I'm sure she'd been advocating all of the women backstage, so I can't comment to any of that. But as a viewer who doesn't, like, let's say, even whether I know or don't know that stuff, her coming out and going, oh yeah, it's great for the women, and she doesn't say, she used to say, I've done this for the women, and she gets all the credit for it, so she must be doing stuff backstage. But I just like, go away, please. And I don't even dislike Stephanie McMahon. I genuinely don't. She actually seems like a very nice person for the most part, from what I've seen.
Does it annoy you as much when Triple H comes out at the beginning of a show?
No.
Okay.
No, because Triple H is actually the guy now, and he was in the ring doing it at the level that he was. Whether you liked it or didn't like it, I don't have an issue with that, weirdly. And it's not a male-female thing, because if it was, let's say,
if it was anyone coming out,
let's
type
say,
thing.
no, it's not. It's definitely not that. So, like, for example, if we say it was from the female side, so who would we say? Let's say someone like Trish Stratus, maybe, went from the career that she had to doing something important backstage, and then elevated the women's stuff from there, and she came out and did it. Because she did it in ring at a relatively high level, if you say that it's night and day compared to what they do now, okay, I'm not upset about it. But there's something about Stephanie doing it. It feels like,
Just
I know she's not.
obnoxious,
It's like taking some of the spotlight away from the people who should have the spotlight. That's just how it strikes me. And like I said, I'm not even talking down. Well, I'm trying not to talk down to Stephanie. I don't care ultimately whether I liked her or disliked her is irrelevant, to be honest, on the way, my opinion, because I don't dislike her, and that is still my opinion. But yeah, bugged me. But anyway, we're not talking about the second evolution. I'm sure that's a show for another day. So the first thing to note, back to Stevie Turner, sorry, is she's British. Holly's face looks baffled by this.
I probably wasn't listening to her.
Brilliant. And the second thing is that she is here on behalf of the NXT General Manager. Over. Who wants to announce that the main event for tonight's show is between two men from NXT who the fans will be very familiar with. Sure.
Yep.
Okay. You were?
One of them looked moderately familiar.
Okay. We'll see who that was when we get there. These two men will also be part of the Evolve roster, and they are Riley Osborne and Oro Mensah. Okay, I do know Oro Mensah.
Okay.
Did you know Riley Osborne?
Yes.
Weird. Oro Mensah's done tons in NXT.
He's the guy, when we get to the match, I have written in there, I am sure I will have seen something that he's done, but we know how hideous my memory is.
So he's part of Metaphor with Noam Dar, Lash LaRue, Lash Legend, and you'll have to excuse me because I forgot the other girl's name because she's the least remarkable out of the group. They're just a unit in NXT that have been together for quite some time.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's in that. In addition to this, elsewhere on the card, we will have two of the top female prospect ID competitors in Kylie Ray taking on Zara Zaka. I've got an interesting story about one of them later. Stevie Turner signs off by saying that you never know who might turn up on an Evolve show. Excluding everyone she just mentioned, of course, because you've told us that they're turning up.
Yep.
The camera takes us to the VIP section. Quite like the VIP section.
I quite like it.
I feel like I shouldn't, but I do.
I quite like it.
Which is an ever-present and was also there in episode 1. And we see that It's Gal walk behind the red rope and signals to the two women sat on the couch to make way so he can sit in the middle.
Yeah.
Those two women happen to be Kendall Gray and Carly Bright, who were victorious on the inaugural edition of the show. And in fact, I think they were in match 1, were they not?
They were, yes.
There you go. Good memory. After initially looking annoyed, Carly asks for a high five from Gal, who simply looks at her with disdain, which is the same emotion that her tag team partner is wearing on her face. Kendall Gray, there's something there.
I like her.
Something there. She's your spirit animal.
Yeah.
The bell.
have the same resting bitch face, yeah.
You said that,
Hard
not
to
me.
please.
The bell sounds, and that signals the entrance for match number 1. To be fair, to keep you happy, all people need is to have some sort of, is it a mint arrow in their pocket?
Oh, yes.
Again,
Yeah.
if anyone happens to be listening to this, I would be taking notes at this juncture.
It's a quick jump as well, isn't it, from
Yep.
hunger to hangry, so it's always handy.
Don't worry, I'll give you some more tips on Sunday, potentially. Match number 1, Holly.
Yes.
Harlem Lewis versus Braxton Cole. How wet were you when Harlem Lewis came
Oh
down?
my god, that's horrible. That is horrible.
Do you know what? I haven't even got that down as a note, but I just
That's
remember as soon as I said
so
his name.
Gross.
No, go on, tell me how much you were a fan.
I was surprised. Yeah.
I'll be honest, Harlem Lewis was not expecting to see a big white guy come down.
No.
I'm putting that out there.
No, he's a big beefy ex-NFL guy, isn't he? I
Yes.
mean, most of them seem to be apparently on this show.
I think that's helping them, to be fair now, because the way that modern athletes are, they have to be so well-rounded to a point that it's... Weirdly, I was talking to this with my wife, and I don't know why, she couldn't give less of a shit. But I'm saying about, especially like the women who come with a gymnastics background,
works.
it lends better to wrestling. The NFL players, instead of just being big walls of men, they've got enough athleticism to be able to jump and do this and
They're
that.
agile and,
Exactly.
yeah.
And it's always impressive. It just is impressive to see a big bloke do something physically defying that you don't think he should be able to do.
No, I'd agree.
And Braxton Cole. So, thoughts on Braxton Cole?
He reminded me of like the temperament of someone that would have been in the Spirit Squad. Like an early Dolph Ziggler-esque guy.
I think actually Braxton Cole, was he a quarterback? He was definitely an NFL related
They were both.
player.
I'm sure
But
they were both.
I think he might have done it I could be wrong.
One was a higher level.
He did
than
it
the
at
other,
a higher
wasn't it?
level than Harlem Lewis.
Yeah.
But I tell you, if you're looking, which one of these two is a pro wrestler? It's Harlem Lewis all day.
All day long.
All day long. I think we know why. I've remembered now what Braxton Cole was wearing. Okay.
A unitard, just to point it out.
Braxton Cole wasn't wearing a unitard. Oh,
was.
shit.
He was the collegiate. He looked like the collegiate guy.
No.
Blonde, short hair.
I'll be honest, I'm massively getting him. I'm remembering the guy who got squashed in the first episode to Carver. Do you remember the guy with the long... He's on this show as well, the guy with the long dreads. big
Yes.
beefy guy.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
squashed that guy, and
Yes,
that was a
I know who you're
NFL guy
talking
who was
about.
dressed like Jeff
Yes.
Hardy, massively conflating the two
Yeah,
shows there in my
no,
head.
this guy is definitely wearing a unitard.
He was indeed, and he looked like, well, I think I've got a description later on, so we'll get to that. Making their way to the ring first is Harlem Lewis, and you better believe that big man has Holly's attention. As Harlem looms menacingly over the top rope, we are taken to a promotional package introducing us to the competitor in greater detail. Harlem was in a lot of fights growing up and made a lot of enemies growing up. Okay, he has always been a leader. The cameras were always on him. Why? And that's why they continue to be on him today. Sounds like a criminal.
CCTV.
Yeah. Oh, you're being watched. It's Big Brother state after all. He can't stand lazy people. Sorry about that, mate. And those that don't want to work hard. And I wasn't aware that this was a fucking dating profile.
There's a bit he says in a minute that just made me think of someone else.
Hard work pays off, and in the end it shows in the results. Harlem was a champion in football, and now he's going to be a champion in WWE. Simply put, what's going to stop him?
Ooh.
That's all I've got for what he says, so unless he says it after the match.
No, it's at the beginning.
Okay.
He says, I don't like people who are soft. And all I
Soft?
heard in my head, S-A-W.
And so someone spelt it out for you. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. We now return to the ring, and we hear on commentary Stone say that he's so happy the energy levels are still going from last week. Well, yes, the two shows were filmed consecutively, so it would. Now making his way to the ring is another generic creator wrestler who dances dons a similar name, Braxton Cole. That is the most WWE 2K whatever creator wrestler, randomised, singlet man with crew cut hair, unremarkable, big guy, to be fair to him. He is a big guy. And I'm going to just give him two generic names, one being Braxton, one being Cole, and hope for the best. I'll be honest, at this point I was like, I know he ain't winning.
Yeah, no.
That being said, Holly,
Yeah.
whose corner were you in?
Harlem Lewis.
Absolutely. Braxton appears on the entryway and turns to marvel at his name in big font above the entrance. They point out on commentary that he is very new into the business, and of course he is. He is only... Sorry, this was... I was going for a gag on this, so please
okay,
do prepare for mirth and
Okay.
merriment and chuckles. They point out on commentary that he is very new into the business, and of course he is. He was only created 20 minutes ago by an 8-year-old from Biloxi, Mississippi for his WWE 2K25 career mode.
Okay.
That felt like a pity one.
Okay. No, if it was a pity one, I would have done the ha ha ha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't like that one.
No, you did that last time,
I
and
did do
my
that.
dick still hasn't come back from that inside of me, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Unacceptable and boring leotard being worn by this gentleman, and I fully expect this to be a glorified squash match. Holly, thoughts?
Agree. Very much so.
We now get a similar video package for Braxton Cole, who informs us that he's from New Hampshire and went to Brown University, where he played football before transferring to Villanova. WWE approached him to try out for them, and it was not something that Braxton had ever considered was in his realm of opportunities, but here he is. Read that as, I couldn't make it in football, so I came here. And that's fine. That is fine. Braxton wants to be able to support his family and believes that he has a strong enough mind to do so. He's not soft.
Oh, that's nice.
His brain is what will set him apart from the rest. Well, it ain't your fucking singlet, son. The bell sounds one more time and we are officially underway. Braxton, like a good graduate, extends a hand for a friendly shake which causes Harlem to laugh. Instead of returning the gesture, he levels him with a clothesline. Mean. Fireman's carry lift and Harlem presses Cole over his head and powers him across the ring in an impressive show of strength. This is what I do. What did you think would happen? Is what he said.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't just me.
That's just you saying this is what you do.
Yeah, I didn't have enough. I wasn't... Do you know what? I really should have taken a page out of Mojo Rawley's book. I couldn't get hyped because I should have stayed hype. Yeah, no, I wasn't prepared to do his just, this is what I do. Yeah, boring. Pretty much this, if I'm honest. I thought it was going to be a squash, and that is what you're doing. So he's playing up to expectations for me.
Yep.
With Braxton backed against the ropes, he throws a kick in desperation, which is caught, but he lands a stiff chop across the chest to Harlem, causing him to let go. Lewis looks to close the distance, but eats another knife-edge chop, and now he's encouraging it. Oh dear. A third lands, but Harlem quickly responds with a stiff forearm that knocks Braxton down to the canvas. Harlem elevates Braxton over his shoulder, but the brown graduate slips out the back and lands a big slap across the face. That's mistake number 2. Seems like that could have been a mistake, as Harlem once again levels him quickly with a big forearm. Harlem runs in, but Braxton ducks the swing before hitting the ropes, where he leaps directly into the big man's clutches. Harlem shifts the position and turns it into a suplex cum power slam and hooks the leg for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner of this squash match by pinfall, Harlem Lewis. Holly, thoughts?
For an opener, fine. It was short. It was quick. I gave it 1.25 because I don't know. I don't know. But what have you? Where are you? 1.25. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I just said it'd be hard to rate it any higher because it was so short. It did the job of making Harlem Lewis look very good, but it did also make Braxton Cole look a bit laughable to me.
And I know you don't like being pointed at, but that was a that was a positive
That's
point.
a positive point.
Because you hit the exact point I was going to make. It was short. There was absolutely nothing to it. The finish was cool.
Yeah.
The press slam throw job, fine. But it made Harlem look like a badass.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Me
Do
too.
I want to see that every week for 7 weeks? No.
No.
But I sense we're going to get that with certain
If they're
people.
going to build it to then have these other guys then go against each other and it'd be a bit more entertaining.
And we see one of them in a second in Keanu Carver.
Yes.
Who got pretty much the same treatment in the first show, although he was able to show a bit more, whereas Harlem was just, let's kill generic creator wrestler and move on. Fine. Worked fine. I gave it 1.25 as well.
Wow.
Waiting to interview the Victor at ringside is big man Chewy Martinez, who starts off by saying how impressive Harlem's performance was. Harlem Lewis swears to God that he is here to beat arse. Okay. And there's nobody in the locker room that can top him. It doesn't sound right. I said beat arse. Beat ass. It does. I'm not that way inclined. Apparently. We've already done the spanking. Where are we? He just finished knocking out that blue chip Braxton, and then he questions. And then he questions the level of competitions that will be here for him. Fair enough. I mean, you beat the most generic guy they found, but that's fine. I'll give him credit. He is intense and knows how to carry himself. Like, genuine compliments to him there. Really good. But before he can finish his thought, another big meaty man from episode 1 of Evolve makes his way down to the ring. I say to confront him. Kind of not really, but they did have like that moment where they did a little look, both of them flexing their titties.
Oh, yeah.
Keanu Carver and Harlem begin to exchange words, and it's at this moment that a certain gentleman leaves the VIP area to grab a microphone and enter the ring.
This guy annoys me.
Gal isn't given any favours by the audio as he introduces himself to the crowd before saying that next week he'll be going one-on-one against Keanu Carver. The big dummy, as he says so eloquently. Keanu will learn that when you are in mint condition, there is no competition. Fine with that,
I
actually.
quite liked that.
Absolutely fine with it. You'll remember It's Gal from appearing vocally and visibly in the VIP area from the previous show, but yet to get in the ring, I don't think.
Yeah. I'd rather he stayed there.
I'll be honest, I think he's quite entertaining. He's probably got more character than most of the people that we've seen, to be perfectly honest.
I think he's doing what he needs to do if he's annoying me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
He's like a version of, and I'm not just saying this because he's red-headed, but he's very much one-man band Heath Slater vibes of just being...
I love him.
Just being... Yeah, but before he became like, I got kids kind of thing. Like just the irritating phase. Yes, with the soccer mum haircut.
I miss him. He's great.
Yeah, I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just saying that that's who this guy reminds me of.
No, I agree.
Keanu has heard enough as he slides into the ring and demands that the match doesn't wait until the next show, but instead it begins right now.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Gal takes a couple of panic steps back as the bell sounds, because apparently that's all we need.
Yeah, apparently so. It doesn't matter if you're not dressed either.
No. And he has to get out of his baby blue suit.
Yeah, so he's wearing a pale blue, baby blue suit, dress trousers.
Yep.
So like, I think they're brown smart trousers.
The shoes were brown, weren't
Yes.
they? Yeah.
And then, upsettingly enough, he to me is wearing sports glasses inside. Like, to me, they belong on a runner or a cyclist. It really irritates me when I see people wearing these in day-to-day life these days.
Question for you.
Yes.
Jey Uso.
What about him?
What are those glasses?
Oh, fuck knows, I'll be honest.
I thought they were like, not Peloton ones, but, you know, the competitive cycling.
Yes.
That's what they are to me.
Yeah.
But I think he's probably got more licence than It's Gal from Evolve.
Probably.
Match number 2, Holly.
Yeah.
It's Gal versus Keanu Carver.
Yes.
Tell me why you weren't in It's Gal's corner.
Because he's dressed in really slippery wrestling shoes. How is he possibly going to have a good match?
I'll be honest. I'm with Big Man. I'm with It's Gal.
Really?
Yeah. There's something about him that just amuses me.
Fair.
Gal hurriedly removes his jacket and lands a forearm on Keanu. Second forearm lands, but he is then shoved to the ropes with force and levelled with a clothesline. Keanu picks the redhead up and runs him back first into the buckles, where he proceeds to land a series of shoulders to the midsection. Carver looks to whip Gal to the opposite buckles, but he holds on for dear life. Gal kicks free and leaps from the second rope, only to be caught midair and sent flying with a sack of shit. Fireman carry lift by Keanu, but he waits too long, and after a number of elbows land, Gal escapes and scores with an enziguri that staggers the big man. A little bit of offence for him. Won't last, don't worry. Off the ropes comes Gal, but he is pressed high into the air and dropped to the canvas with a "What is this move called, Holly?"
Am I starting this right? Enziguri.
Flapjack.
Fuck off. I've got that written on the next fucking line.
It's amazing. That is amazing.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Keanu grabs Gal. I'll be fair, I was leading Holly down a blind alley there because she said, "Am I starting it?" And I'm nodding.
The next line, I've bloody got a flapjack.
Brilliant.
Div.
I thought you were calling me a div there. That's a bit harsh.
Myself.
Keanu grabs Gal by the throat on the canvas and picks him to his feet before lifting him high into the air, driving him into the canvas with a sky high. Hook of the leg, and we get the 1, 2, 3. The winner of this match by pinfall, Keanu Carver. Holly, thoughts?
Yeah, again, fine. I know we've had two squash matches.
Yep.
But this one, it was quicker.
Yep.
I actually scored it higher than the first one.
Bold.
Mainly because it shows him as being such a... I don't want to say the word predator because that's not right. But you know what I mean? Like, it just shows him as being powerful. And also, I don't really care for It's Gal, so I don't really care. So, 1.5.
Yeah, no, I went the opposite way with it. I was like, I've already seen a squash match.
Yeah, fair.
I've seen basically two of the same. And I think they're obviously building this up for at some point. And it's probably happened.
Yeah.
Harlem Lewis and Keanu Carver to slap meat together.
I'd like to see that.
I've not asked, to be honest. Yeah. Like, I feel like...
I don't feel like you're going to be asked about any of the matches we see.
No. I feel like... No, that's not true, because I liked a couple. I really liked the women's... Well, I really liked is strong. I liked the women's tag team match from the first episode, because I liked the Carly Bright, Kendall Gray dynamic. And I'm pretty sure there was a match on here I quite liked as well, but it's eluding me at the moment. I think the issue I've got is with... When you've got all these squash matches, and you're trying to build up a big monster heel, someone's going to get found out. Like, it's all well and good being able to do a believable 2-minute demolition of someone, just go through, kick, punch, slam, done, pin, that's it, good night. You've got to be careful. You can't have too many of them going at the same time. Granted, it just seems to be the two. But what happens, okay, they come up against each other. It could just look horrific.
Yeah, could do.
It could not work. Or one of them you go, oh, actually they're good, and now therefore you, by comparison, are not good. Yeah. And then that will carry in people's memory when they go on. And so you're going to have to completely change the way one of them is perceived. I'm not saying it might, like I said, might well have happened, and I could be talking out my arse. But I sense, if they're not careful, they could ruin one of them in the process of doing this.
Okay.
Because it just feels like that is on the cards. We'll see.
Yeah.
I guess time will tell,
yeah.
And we'll see. But yeah, I went the opposite way on that logic. As Keanu makes his way out of the ring and backstage, we return to the commentary desk where Rosenberg hypes up the first ever face-off between Luca Crucifino.
Yay.
There it is, I was expecting a cheer.
I like him.
And Javier Bernal. Yeah, that was my thought as well. Before shifting focus to the upcoming match between Kylie Ray and Zara Zaka. We now get introduced to Kylie Ray with a formal VT package. Kylie introduces herself as Smiley Kylie Ray and says that she is a big ball of positive energy. Kylie says that she was raised on WWE and never thought that she would be here, and that's because she took the long road to get here and she appreciates it even more. Nice. She's always motivated to keep herself and others happy. But before we go any further, Holly, do you know anything else about Kylie Ray?
No. Should I?
Let me enlighten you.
Oh.
I'm just clicking a link here, so please entertain yourself in whatever way you see fit.
Okay.
Okay, it's linking because I don't paste it in there because it messes up my formatting now.
Oh, I see.
So I will say, I'll quote my source. This is from ITR Wrestling, and it's an article from 2024. Bit of an uncomfortable one to start 2024, unfortunately. In the days leading up to the New Year, allegations of sexual misconduct by AEW star Chris Jericho have resurfaced and gained traction online. Nick Houseman responds to claims the grammar on this is poor, I will say that. Nick Houseman responds to claims made by Jericho that he had never signed an NDAs related to CM Punk by alleging that Jericho himself had made individuals sign non-disclosure agreements before, comparing the former AEW World Champion to Harvey Weinstein. There are issues with Chris Jericho behind the scenes, where I know a lot of people who are hurt by Chris and his actions. You know, it's very uncomfortable to me to see him lauded like he is and only having the focus on that, because I do think there are a lot of questionable stories about Chris that will find their way out over time when people are ready to tell those stories, that will cast him in a very different light. I mean, Harvey Weinstein won a lot of Oscars. Harvey Weinstein produced a lot of very popular films. Harvey Weinstein is now in jail. I'm not saying that it's happening to Chris, but the narrative can quickly turn if you're hiding a lot of skeletons in your closet. Following the comments, allegations against Chris Jericho relating to alleged sexual misconduct against Kylie Ray resurfaced online, with the former AEW talent seemingly showing support for the allegations. The allegations claim that Chris Jericho invited Ray back to his hotel room under the guise of others being there before proceeding to make sexual advances towards her. So here's the deal. You don't quit the hottest fed going today, in brackets AEW, without reason. I have it from people in the know that Kylie was asked to go to Chris Jericho's room with the understanding that others would be there. When she got there, it was just him. He made a pass at her, no other details are given, and she freaked out. The allegations began to truly gain traction after Ray herself responded to a tweet on the matter, appearing to show support with a solitary heart emoji. At the AEW World's End post-show press conference, Tony Khan found himself under fire after refusing to comment on the allegations and claiming that AEW is the safest locker room in wrestling. Didn't happen in the locker room, mate. Allegedly. Many fans were upset and angered both at Tony Khan's comments but also at his decision to address such a serious matter whilst wearing Tony Storm's comedic hat and sunglasses. I'm guessing you hadn't heard that one before.
No, I hadn't.
So yeah, Kylie Ray was on the AEW roster, and allegedly she was gone very quickly. I think, but by choice, as far as I'm aware, and this is cited as the reason. Obviously, 15,000 sides to every story, but that is the report that was out there, which I was just reading verbatim from ITR Wrestling. Not the best written article, I'll say that,
No.
but the bones of the story are there.
Okay.
At the conclusion of the Kylie VT, we head straight to a promotional package for WrestleMania 41 in Vegas. That ate up another 2 minutes.
It did.
Lovely!
Yeah.
Back in the Performance Centre, we see Peter Rosenberg standing in the VIP section alongside Carly Bright and Kendall Gray. Carly says that they are doing great, but she still has a couple of battle wounds from their victory last week, aka an hour and a half ago. She says it's an honour to be sat in the VIP section watching the competition within Evolve. Kendall does the Holly special by rolling her eyes and states that there is no competition in Evolve because of how good she is. Carly goes to correct her by saying, "Don't you mean how good we are?" But Kendall simply replies with, "No."
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that's also a Holly. All of a sudden, they're interrupted by Zeta Steele.
Oh,
who?
God, this person drives me mad.
Why?
Again, I don't think it's good.
First
though.
time we've seen her.
No, was it she in the first? She wasn't in the first show. Who's the woman in the first show that came out arguing about something
That
else?
moment's later.
Oh, so who's? Oh, this is the annoying blonde girl, isn't it?
There it is.
Yeah. Okay.
I was going to say, you've taken a very visceral reaction to someone you just met.
No, this one's indifferent. It's later on the one that really irritates
100%,
me.
and I agree with you.
Yeah, okay.
I agree with you. Where would we go? All of a sudden. Zeta Steele, who asked Rosenberg why she isn't in the ring and doesn't have a match. Didn't know he was booking. She throws her hands up as though she has given up before taking her seat on the VIP sofa. I don't know what the criteria is to sit there, by the way.
I don't know, just free for all,
Just
apparently.
turn
Just
up.
walk in.
I'm fine with that, actually, now I think about it. Match number 3.
Yes.
Kylie Ray versus Zara Zaka. I'll go into it in a little bit. Whose corner were you in?
I don't really...
Flip a coin.
Zara.
Okay, I will go Kylie Ray because I actually knew who she was.
Yeah, I see. I had no clue. To me, she's just a Team U
Bailey.
Bailey.
There it is. I don't know if I mentioned it directly, but very much that vibe.
Yeah.
Except she's older, I believe.
I think I did Google her,
Okay.
but all I Googled was her age. 32.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's what it says online.
No.
32.
No. I'm not having that. Look at it again.
Okay.
I'm not 32.
That's what it says online.
No, surely not.
If I spell her name right, probably helps.
I mean, then again, if the Nasty Boys could be, 12 or whatever they were.
Exactly.
32?
Yeah, she was born in 1992.
Oh, that makes me sad.
She looks older than 32, though.
She does. And then again,
I mean, I'm 37.
I think she looks older than you.
Great, I'll take that.
Yeah. But I think she looks older than me, so...
Fine. Well, great, we'll take it.
Yeah. And I'm not aging great, baby. Okay. Making her way to the ring first is Smiley Kylie Ray, who is giving a lot of Bailey vibes. First line, there you go, nailed that. She slides into the ring where she mimics a fish on land before hurriedly crawling to the middle of the ring to strike her pose. Fine, actually.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah,
It goes with a goofy persona.
yeah,
Fine.
true.
She heads to a corner where she does an awkward high 10 with the official before we head into a promo package for her opponent. Zara introduces herself as a powerhouse, and although she is a small person, it has never limited her. Zara likes to challenge expectations, and that everything she has gone through has led her to this moment. Common theme, that. And also, that's just called life.
Well, yeah.
Because, of course, everything
Everything does lead to a moment.
Yeah,
'cause
I mean,
you're there.
literally everything in my life has led me now to this moment right
Yeah,
here.
of course.
Did I strive for this? Not specifically this moment, but again, fair enough. It's a nice old cliche. When she was little, she was both a dancer and a gymnast, so we're touching upon the athleticism and stuff, as well as being a cheerleader, fucking hell, and featured, she's got more fucking hobbies than you do, and featured on a number of television shows. Art Attack.
Was she ever? I was going to say, was she ever on Art Attack? 'Cause,
That's the true.
you know,
Was she a Buchanan groupie? That's what we
Wow.
want to know. She says people connect to her, and I guess we'll find out as she makes her way down to the ring. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, no. Hang on a sec. Off the back of that, there was an article written about her referring to her as the petite powerhouse. Good bit of marketing, that name.
Yeah.
And I think she's
works.
going to lean upon that. And she's taken that nickname going forward. Zara is even smaller than I imagined her to be, but I will say that she carries herself with a great deal of swagger and charisma. Mm-hmm. The bell sounds and we are underway.
Do you know who she reminds me of?
The tag team partner of Katana Chance, or whatever her name is.
Oh no, she reminds me
Absolutely shit on me.
of she's got a similar stature and build as Rio from Progress. I
Rio's
would say.
taller than that.
Yeah, but I mean, just like, I'm not saying they're bang on
fine.
the same height, but it's kind of like neither of them are massively tall.
Okay.
It just kind of gave me that little vibe and a mix of adding a little dash of old school jazz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little splash of jazz. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one.
Okay.
The bell sounds and we are underway. Zara immediately takes the centre of the ring and offers her hand, which is returned by Kylie, and the crowd politely clap as if par has been made at the Masters. Collar and elbow tie-up, and Kylie quickly takes her down with an arm drag, but finds herself locked in a head scissors. Kylie quickly forces herself free, and they both return to their feet for a standoff. Second lock up, and Kylie applies a side headlock, knocking her opponent down with a shoulder tackle after being pushed off. Quick cover doesn't even get a 1, and the following crucifix pin gets the same result. Kylie quickly transitions into a crossface, but Zara backpedals and gets her foot over the bottom rope, causing a break. The two women lock up once more, and we return to the side headlock. Push off, Zara follows into the ropes before knocking Kylie down with a shoulder tackle of her own that gets a quick count. She proceeds to then secure a crucifix pin of her own, but for short... What?
Ooh.
Oh, okay, sorry, no, I know what I put here. She proceeds to then secure a crucifix pin on her. She proceeds to then... Third time's a charm. She proceeds to then secure a crucifix pin of her own, but falls short of completely replicating her opponent by not applying a crossface at the end.
Ooh.
Thank you. She leaps as if going for an RKO, but it is shoved off and Kylie scampers her way to the bottom rope. On commentary, they question if this is Kylie's last attempt at stardom, given that she's a bit older than her contemporaries. You old 32-year-old bitch.
Age shaming.
I know,
No.
right? How old are
And
you?
she's 32.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, it's not exactly old, is it?
No. It's just about the right age. But then again, when you hit like 40, she might be looking like 60. So we don't know. We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know. To be fair, she might have done all her aging. Like, we worked with someone who did all their aging up until about 12 and then just stopped. Will.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't aged in like 20 years.
Yeah, it's now starting to sneak up on him, though.
A little bit.
So he's going
A
to...
little silver.
A little silver,
silver's
little
coming.
thinning. Yeah, the road surface is
Yeah.
getting a bit more bare, but that's fine. That happens to the best
Yeah.
of us. But yeah, so maybe she's done all her
Okay.
aging. She might be eternally now this age.
Wow.
Be all right, isn't
That'd
it?
be right, yeah. I'll take that.
Yeah, I bet you would. She leaps it. I know we done that. They questioned. So yeah, she's older than her contemporaries, and I expect at this stage Holly will have looked up her age.
Yes, spot on.
I said care to enlighten us, so I genuinely didn't know that you'd done that.
yeah.
Brilliant. I put care to enlighten us if you haven't done so already. So I thought I was pretty certain you would have already raised it by now.
Oh, yeah.
Wrist lock by Kylie, but Zara does a lovely forward roll kip up escape and applies a wrist lock of her own. Kylie frees herself with a slap on the wrist and a kick to the midsection before taking her opponent down with a side headlock. Zara pushes free and follows in with a clothesline in the corner, and a back elbow finds its mark. Snapmare takedown, and we get a big drop kick to the back of the neck that earns a near fall. Deadlift reverse waistlock, but Kylie elbows her way free and places Zara in the corner. Charging European uppercut finds its home, and after a sweep of the legs, the running cannonball also lands hard. Zara is dragged into the middle of the ring, and we get a close pinfall attempt. Chinlock applied, and we can see from our peripheral vision that Zayda Steele is kicking up a fuss in the VIP area, claiming that everyone knows she should be in the ring. The fans disagree, so she waves them off, and that's pretty much that.
Yep.
Zara makes it back to her feet and breaks free from the hole before lifting Kylie onto her shoulders. She escapes out the back door. There's the smile, thank you. And pushes free, but is levelled with a forearm off the ropes and put down once more with a clothesline. Kylie misses with her right hand and is knocked into the buckles after a stiff right from Zara scores. The petite powerhouse charges in, but Kylie elevates herself up. No, not herself. But Kylie elevates her up and over, hits the ropes, but runs directly into a double A spine buster. Oh yeah, that was actually a very good spine buster
Yeah,
as
it
well.
was.
Yeah, I remember that. Hook of the leg gets the 1-2 no. Zara signals for Kylie to make it to her feet, where the two women begin exchanging forearms as the crowd loudly chant, "You suck" at Zayda. I didn't like taking the attention off these two women.
I did not enjoy that part because I was like, my God, if I was actually wrestling, I'd be like, oh my God, they're saying that. I know they probably will have also practiced this, but
They will
also
have
I'd be
known,
like,
I
oh.
think. Yeah, but I
Is it
get
me?
it's... But also, obviously, Zayda's just doing what she's been told to do.
Yeah,
That's
of course,
fine.
yeah.
But as well, if it's in your first proper match in this stage,
Yeah.
just let me do that.
Yeah.
Let's introduce the story in a little bit. After the match, they kind of go down the storyline hint with something. But I just thought, I don't feel like this was
No,
value
I
added.
didn't like them.
What the first bit, before they come out, fine.
Yeah.
Don't do that bit.
No.
Don't do that bit. But anyway. Jumping knee connects from Zara, and now she's looking for a pile driver. Backdrop counter, but Zara holds on and looks for a sunset flip, but Kylie impressively rolls forward and secures one of her own that gets her a very close 3 count. Running clothesline is ducked as Sarah backflips to avoid the contact, but as she looks for a tilt-a-whirl slam, she is caught in a crossface and dragged down to the canvas. Nice.
Yeah.
Zara shifts position and pins Kylie's shoulders to the canvas, forcing her to break the hold at 2. Super kick connects by Kylie, and what a noise that made.
Yep.
Kylie,
What you got?
Kylie rolls herself forward and scoops Zara onto her shoulders, but finds herself countered into a sunset flip that earns the 1, 2, 3. Your winner of this match by pinfall, in a bit of a surprise, I would say, Zara Zaka. Holly, what do you think of this match?
I really enjoyed it, actually. It was obviously far lengthier than the first two. I gave it a 2.25. What did you wear? Shut your face. Wow, this never happens.
No, rarely happens, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I did enjoy it. It was a better length to showcase them both. Although you had a clear winner, I don't think one of them came out looking disastrously worse or better than the other.
I agree. And it was kind of a surprise out of nowhere finish. The only
we
down... Baby, that's what you're getting with me, is all I'm saying. But no, I think the only bit that dragged it down, because I was tempted to go 2.5 actually, was what we said about Zayda Steele in that particular moment.
Yeah.
Beginning bit fine, but not there.
No.
But yeah, I gave it the exact same score as you did, as you could tell by the reaction. As Zara exits the ring, she is met by Chewy Martinez, who says that he sees her.
Oh, okay.
It's like Avatar. I see you. Put the hand on the chest and all that stuff. So she is the anti-John Cena.
Yeah,
Who would have known?
You can see me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Your time is up, and my time isn't now. No,
Not yet.
Your time isn't up, and my time isn't now. Oh, that would be awful. That's just like queuing.
Yeah.
That would be a British wrestler who loves a queue.
Just waiting.
What a gimmick, right? Okay, so you just see someone come out, and they walk down to the ring, and they just look like they're queuing with the people in the front row.
Front of them.
Yeah, waiting to go. Your turn to go up.
Got to take a ticket.
Aisle 3. Three's, mate. Three's going. I think that'd be good. Short-lived, but still. Anyway. Martinez encourages the fans to make some noise for the winner, and all 4 of them do, which they do, and says to many this will have been considered an upset. Sure, I said that. Zara at first sounds like she's annoyed at the connotation, but agrees it is an upset. Kylie Ray is one of the best independent female wrestlers today, and Zara just beat her. Zara says that she's going to use this as a stepping stone to move up the ranks. It's like one of those stepping stones, you know what toddlers go on to then sit on the potty.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
She's short.
Right.
But she's a petite powerhouse and she could kick my ass. So let's not make any bones about that either. So yeah, she's going to use it as a stepping stone, move up the ranks here at Evolve, and I think I know what's coming next. An irritated looking Kylie looks to make her way backstage, but is stopped in her tracks by Zara, who grabs her by the arm and thanks her. And I thought, are we getting a Bailey turn right off the bat?
This is what I thought.
Yeah, but we didn't quite. It's been teased. Something's been teased here. Zara says that she appreciates her and respects her and thanks her for the match. She gives her a hug, but the cameras quickly shift to Zayda, who has jumped the barrier. This bit again, fine.
Yeah.
Not the bit in the match. Who has jumped the barrier and begins talking smack to the 2 women. As the arguing continues, music begins blaring through the speakers as Wendy Chu makes her way slowly down to the ring. Wendy Chu.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she living the ultimate dream, wearing pyjamas at work? Is she living the female dream?
I think so.
Like I said, my wife is a connoisseur of pyjamas. She will get out of her sleepy pyjamas into her daytime pyjamas sometimes.
Oh, wow.
And if it's a warm day, she'll then get into a nice afternoon, evening number of pyjamas and then transition back to a sleepy pyjama.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's happened more than once.
It's a happening.
She did it the other day and she said, I heard you say that before and I don't really do that. And I said, what are you wearing? And she went, well, yes, these are my daytime loungewear.
Oh, gosh, you
loungewear.
fancy.
Yeah, exactly that. But
wow.
so, what do you think?
Fine.
Yep.
It's a gimmick.
It is a gimmick.
It's a
It's better
gimmick.
than her old gimmick.
Oh, dear God, yes.
So, anyway, we're not quite on her just yet.
No.
With the arrival of Wendy, Zayda is quick to turn tail and head out of sight as Wendy hands a stuffed teddy bear to Kylie, which has a rolled up piece of paper attached to its chest. I like that. That's postal service that we can all aspire to.
Yeah.
An awkward Zara doesn't wish to make eye contact with Wendy as she moves out of her way as the NXT superstar rolls into the middle of the ring. We now learn that Wendy Chu will be up in action next. We get a quick commercial for WWE Shop to break up the action before we return to the Performance Centre. The next match, Wendy Chu versus Aria Bennett. Whose corner are you in?
Do you know what? Bennett.
I'm on the choo-choo train.
Are you?
I'm absolutely all aboard the choo-choo train.
I quite liked, once they show the VT of Bennett, I don't know why, but something about her just really pulled me in. I really like, something about her, just really liked it.
That's fair. But before we get to her, what are your thoughts on Wendy Chu? We talked about the pyjamas already.
Yeah. Here, fine.
Okay.
In
Small dose?
NXT, it doesn't do it for me.
So she's not the female doink.
Not that bad.
Okay.
Not that bad. It just doesn't. It's a gimmick.
She works it well, I think.
She does, and yeah, like you said, it's very. This gimmick is very Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton style gimmicky.
And I hate Nightmare Before Christmas.
Do you?
I hate Tim Burton film. I cannot get on
I
board
love a
with
Tim
them.
Burton film.
I realise again, I'm in the minority. I find them awful.
Fair.
Yeah.
But so I do prefer this version
Oh, absolutely.
than the other version.
The cuddly, fluffy one. No, absolutely not.
But I just don't care enough for it.
Have you seen enough of her to care one way or the other?
Probably not, which is why I'm just indifferent.
Because you're normally never indifferent. After you've seen someone enough times, you're either like, yeah, I quite like him,
or I'm not.
or you go, ugh.
Yeah.
And you just go, eh. It's probably because you haven't been exposed to them.
I'm not bothered by it, yeah.
Okay. So as Wendy patiently waits in the corner of the ring, we head to a promotional package for her opponent this evening, Aria Bennett. Bennett says that she is originally from Atlanta, Georgia, and is the mother of a 4-year-old daughter. Again, dating profile. She overcame a lot of obstacles which made her into the person she is today. Sharp, determined, and won't let anything stand in her way. I'm pretty sure she did flex in the video.
Did, yeah.
At that point.
I mean, if I had biceps like that, I would too.
If I had biceps like that, I would too. She was a college gymnast and became an actress before finding wrestling. She went to her... It's never a first attempt, is it, for someone? It's always I failed at this, and this, and I thought, fuck it, wrestling will do.
Yeah.
More the merrier. She was a college gymnast and became an actress. Yeah, yep. She went to her tryout for WWE and stuck the landing.
Of course.
Gymnast reference.
Good play, yeah.
I didn't say that, she did.
Yeah.
And got signed accordingly. Aria appears at the entryway and glad hands the fans at ringside before split leaping over the top rope. Impressive.
Yes.
Into the ring where she completes a hands-free front flip, which I don't understand the physics of.
Yeah.
Is that something you've ever been able to do?
No, I don't like the idea of not having at least one hand on the floor.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yes.
And you can... Well, either way, it doesn't matter. Let's say you didn't have that fear. At your peak, whenever you term that to be, do you think you could... Had you gone, I'm going to do it?
It wouldn't have looked like that.
Okay, well,
It
I
wouldn't
mean,
have
that
looked
was
as,
spectacular, to be fair.
If I didn't have that fear, I definitely would have given it a go.
Yeah.
But
Okay, fair enough. I just reckon, would you have backed yourself to be able to do it?
Probably not. That's probably half the issue.
Okay, fair enough.
No.
Fair enough. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
when I say back yourself as in have the confidence to, I mean in your ability. Take away the fear of the no hands bit.
Yeah, probably not. Because I
Okay,
probably
fair.
would think I could probably get 3/4 of the way here, but I'm not sure I could stick the landing.
Yeah.
And especially with a cheer background, if you don't stick the landing, it's pointless doing it because you get points deducted.
There you go.
Just for info.
There you go. Did not know that.
No.
But it makes sense that it'd be kind of rated the same as
You've got to
gymnastics.
stick it. Yeah,
You've got to stick
got
it.
to stick it.
That has always been my motto. You have got to stick it. I mean, I think that's every teenage boy's motto. As soon as you hit
Good Lord.
13, it's honestly, it's a
It's
wildfire.
a lot of sticking.
It's a lot of stick.
You like that?
I did. That caught me off guard. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, where are we with the hands-free front flip? Sounds like a phone. Showcasing her
Motorola.
athleticism. Yeah, Motorola hands-free front flip.
Yeah.
Insertable camera, rotatable lens.
Insertable camera.
Did I not tell you about my first mobile phone?
Oh, good Lord.
It was. I didn't pick it. Okay.
Insertable camera.
I was year 9 when I got my
Yeah.
first phone. It was a silver Motorola flip phone.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Great. The really
Nice.
slim one.
No,
Oh,
this was
okay.
a chonky.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why it had to be chonky, because the camera you plugged into it, I shit you not.
Oh, you plugged a camera in?
Yeah, I'm trying to find something in
Stop
eyesight that is about the same size of it. Okay, so let's say from this side of the phone,
Yeah.
the camera plug-in is probably about that big.
Or like an 2 inches? Inch?
An inch and a bit, yeah, somewhere
Yeah.
between 1 and 2. And you plugged it in, and then the lens on it, so you could do a selfie.
Yeah.
You could rotate that bit to face
God,
you,
that's fancy.
or rotate it probably the cutting edge of technology at the time. But
That's brilliant.
in hindsight, fucking what?
I didn't have a camera phone for a long time.
That my first phone was a camera phone.
Oh wow!
But it
Oh,
was
mine
literally-
3210.
It was odd. Yeah, I didn't have a. Did you get it? Oh, you would have had it as a hand me down, I guess. Really, would you?
No.
But yeah, no. I just
Okay.
yeah. Again, I never picked. I don't even think I asked for a phone, to be fair, because it's fuck being social. But yeah, so that was what I was given.
Wow.
There we go. The more you know. It's nice to see that we still learn things about each other as we
Yeah.
go through this. Yeah, okay. The bell sounds and Wendy immediately... you're in Arias, I'll be in the choo-choo
Yes.
train. The bell sounds and Wendy immediately does a fiend-like stand-up in the corner that unsettles her opponent. On commentary, Stone says that she is like a real-life Chucky doll, and in many respects it is hard to argue, as at one point her on-screen acting was quite wooden. Get it? That's
Yeah,
good. Come on now.
yeah, I get
Come
it, I
on
get
now. Go behind from Wendy,
Hey.
and she lifts Bennett into the air and drives her into the canvas, where she locks onto her ankle, smiling, causing Arya to scramble away. In the crowd, I'm pretty sure it's "Don't die,
Yes, it is.
don't die,"
Yeah.
which I was like, I don't remember them chanting that before.
No, weird.
Wendy charges into the corner, but Bennett elevates up and over before running to the opposite buckles, where she backflips from the middle rope before positioning herself in a handstand, but immediately finds herself speared in the lower back, which has to suck.
Yeah,
Looked great though.
did.
Looked great. Wendy thrusts a number of shoulders into the midsection against the buckles before whipping the arm, driving Bennett face first into the canvas. Chu stands with her feet planted on either side of her opponent's head before twisting, torquing the neck, one of Holly's least favourite moves.
Yep, not a fan.
Whipped to the buckles by Wendy, who follows in with a handspring forearm and then lands a running boot to the side of the face. Wendy grabs a handful of the braids but eats a stiff forearm and seems to have little to no effect. A second lands, and when Wendy returns her focus, she catches a boot and eats an enziguri upside the head.
You been to Canada?
A boot. I have actually, yeah. Clothesline is countered into a crucifix that is awkwardly transitioned into an arm drag. That was a shame, but okay. Arya's turn to miss a right, and she is driven hard into the canvas at a high angle of a full Nelson slam. Holy shit, did she get folded?
Yeah, yeah.
And I imagine you went, no,
Yeah, I don't
no,
like that.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything we know, anything
Sorry, no.
neck based makes me cringe.
Yep, and that is fair. With nowhere to go. No. I would be willing to bet that the official for this match is also a wrestler in training, given her look, but my attention is quickly returned to the action as Wendy applies the dirt nap in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, just shout out to that ref. Stunning. I've seen her on NXT as well.
So have I.
Stunning. Like,
She's a handsome woman.
Unreal.
Handsome woman. It's piercing eyes from memory, though, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like very blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to me, she looks like too much like a wrestler to
for
not be
sure.
a wrestler.
For sure.
Dirt nap. With nowhere to go, Arya passes out, and this one is over. Your winner of this match by technical submission is Wendy Chu. As soon as the bell sounds, Wendy unsettlingly moves her head to one side as a big smile spreads across her face. Credit to her, she has got a lot of the mannerisms down pat.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy heads to the corner of the ring where she grabs a black blanket that she drops across her fallen opponent before eerily sliding backwards under the bottom rope and heading backstage.
I do wish, this is really OCD and really like pernickety,
Great word.
but I do wish she would have put a bit more care on putting the blanket over
That
them.
bugged me too.
Like it filled, if it had been like covered their whole body, it weirdly would have just been better than I'm just going to throw it on. Oh, it's covering her face and her chest. It'll do. Like it just looked a bit silly.
Yeah, but I think as a character, you wouldn't go, oh, I need to readjust
No,
that.
I
You
know,
just go,
but
there
do you know
go,
what I mean? It's
done.
like, it just, something about it was a bit like, okay.
Yeah, what would be interesting if someone was like, just calling everyone like a piece of shit or something, and then at the end of the match when they beat them, they just like screwed up some toilet paper and just threw it at them.
I mean,
It's something.
Yeah.
It's something. I don't want to say no, because then it could be, guess it could be deemed a cum tissue, and
ew.
Jerry Lawler was using all of those. So, yeah, no, maybe we'd have to put a bit more thought into that one. But we continue. As Wendy continues her walk back, as more things continue, as Wendy continues her walk to the back, the camera locks on to Brindley Reese, who is mid-conversation with Carly and Kendall in the VIP area. Brindley says that she was cheering on from backstage as the two women fought hard in their match in week 1 and that she's excited to compete herself next week. She grabs a flute of champagne before bidding farewell as Carly expresses how nice Brindley seems to be. As ever, Kendall looks unconvinced and unbothered.
I'd also be livid if someone came over and took a glass of my beverage.
How do you know it was Kendall's?
If I'm sat in the VIP area and
Okay.
the bottle is next to me, that's shit, it's mine.
Okay. I just like the idea of you being at like a Christmas work do, and as people are getting free glasses, go, what the fuck are you doing, big man?
No, because they always do really shit wine at those events, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's free, isn't it? So you just neck it, which is more upsetting because often we're at a vineyard.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, god damn. Well, it's not the south of France, is it? We return to commentary position where Rosenberg questions if Brindley was trying to make friends there or not before stating how stacked Evolve next week looks set to be.
Just out of interest, I know you probably will come to it. What did you score that much?
I'm so sorry. 1 star.
Oh, okay. 1.25.
I completely forgot about that, to be fair.
I didn't know if you were waiting for an appropriate moment, but I was I think we're getting close to a face-off here.
No.
Yes.
So, the action was fine. There were a couple of good bits, but again, it felt like a glorified squash match.
It did.
It was longer than the others again, but I was like, okay, yeah, you're female. There's a bit more character work here with Wendy Chu, but I don't stop giving me squash matches. I know it's a short show, so you have to get a lot in. I will tolerate on a length of show like that, and it's different. If we're looking at like Saturday night's main event in the 80s and those kind of TV tape, well, that wasn't well, I guess it is a TV taping. You kind of accept 2, but I don't want to see 3.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much. So, like, the quality of this match was probably better than the other 2, if I'm perfectly honest. Yeah. But I was done with them at this point.
Yeah, fair.
What did you score it again, sorry?
1.25.
Okay, so we're kind of on the similar wavelength there. The announcers shift gear as they return to the discussion of the face-off between Luca and Javier, which is just moments away. We head now to a pre-taped backstage face-off between the two men who are sat on school chairs opposite one another in front of a purple curtain backdrop. Luca's back. Luca says that he had a few things to say last week and apparently Javier took offence to that. Luca figured that he would take the opportunity to invite him to air his grievances before things escalated further. Mano a mano, that kind of stuff. Javier admits that he lost his cool last week, and we see footage of the video that he posted on X, which 5 people saw, where he said that he would love nothing more than to shut Luca up with a kick to his face. Javier says that he has no problem with either Luca or the family, and to be quite honest, he just wanted to be part of Evolve as a brand new start. We see pictures now of Javier recovering from an injury to his right leg as we hear him talk about how the injury started to make him second guess himself. Javier says that after he heard what Lucas said on show 1 about if he knows the person, he isn't worried about them. How can he be expected to move forward if he is being judged on his past? It's very emotional,
wow,
Javier.
okay.
You've taken this far too much to heart.
Gosh.
And if it helps, that part of Lucas' promo was weak. It was very weak.
That part was.
Javier says that he understands why the family want to be involved in Evolve. Fucking hell, that sounds bad.
Mm-hmm.
But that Luca's words bothered him enough that he just couldn't let it go. Gosh. I know, it's like a Spanish soap opera. ¿Por qué, Maria? Luca appreciates...
Oh my God, that's so good. That's brilliant.
Luca appreciates Javier's honesty, but he wants to be honest with him in return. He says he wasn't talking about Javier last week, and he means no disrespect, but he doesn't think about him at all.
Ooh, burn. Ooh, that's worse, isn't it?
That was good. That was actually good.
Mm-hmm.
Javier is not a threat because he can't get out of his own way. He doesn't need to take him out because he does that to himself. Again, good stuff by Luca.
Very good.
With a solemn tone, Javier agrees. Beta.
Oh, okay.
But this is a fresh start for him, and he will fight for the rest of his life if he has to show to the world that he has changed. Luca says, that's great. But those are just words, and as the saying goes, actions speak louder than words. Without actions, the words he just said are meaningless. Yeah, you didn't need to elaborate. We got
know
it. Still
what you
good, but don't. Yeah. Again, you don't need to hit the nail. The nail's in the wood. Stop hitting. Okay. Again, Javier agrees and asks for the opportunity to prove that he has changed. Next week, Luca Crucifino and Javier Bernal 1-on-1.
Ooh.
Luca accepts the challenge but tells him to remember that he asked for this. With this piece of business done, we see an on-screen graphical image of the upcoming main event. But before we shift to that,
Yes.
what did you think about this face-off? I know it's like a segment and we don't really
Yeah.
discuss it in great detail, but...
Initially, when they talked about it, I was a bit like, oh, God. Because it's like on like normal wrestling, when they've got them on the fake split screen, and it just bores the shit
But they were
out of
literally
me.
just about as close as we are,
Yeah,
just talking to
do you
one
know what?
another.
I liked it, but I really like, not just because he's attractive, but
Stunning, man.
Luca has, I've obviously watched him now in NXT quite a lot. He has that ability to chat shit, and it 9 times out of 10 hit right, and I like it.
Not Tony D'Angelo though, is he?
He annoys me so much.
I
He
know you're
annoys me
warming
that
up to him.
Yeah, that's why it annoys me so much. But they've got their faction, which is, crumbling around them, and he fits so good in there as well. I just really like him.
You've really been actively watching NXT,
Yes,
haven't
I
you?
have, yeah.
Nice, I like
do
that.
like a bit of NXT, but Javier is kind of, it's kind of comparing someone who's here on a level to me someone who's there. Like, he's always going to come out looking worse off, talking ability wise.
He also came across
Bit
as a
weak.
whiny bitch,
Yeah,
and I was just like, if I'm supposed to get behind you,
yeah,
I understand that you're being self-deprecating.
yes.
You're understanding your own shortcomings,
Mm-hmm.
but you basically bent over for him there, and
Yeah.
it didn't. At no point did I go, I hope you win. I hope you get crushed, like in that
Yeah.
match.
Yeah,
Like,
it didn't make me warm to him anymore. Like, I was a bit like, oh, the injury is bad, and that is, but then there was no sort of, yeah, I've done that, and like being a more powerful talker of, I'm going to come and I'm going to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It was kind of like, yeah, I know I haven't been very good, and
But I'm
going
going
to
to keep trying.
Yeah, it was just. A
Oh
bit,
boy, I'm going to keep trying. But to me, I think you've got the nail on the head.
Yeah,
You've got the head on the nail. You've done well.
Thank
Basically, is
you.
my
Thank
point.
you so
my
much.
point.
Thank you.
Yeah, because to begin with, I don't mind I have got it in my own way, but I'm going to beat you with my broken leg if I have to.
Yeah.
Like something like that, not just I'm going to keep trying and boy oh
Yeah.
boy will I, like, that's great, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, to be fair, even though the content of it from his perspective wasn't great the longer it went on, that segment was fine actually.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was
It
was thinking,
the perfect length, I thought.
and I was thinking, oh god, this is going to be shite. And do you know what? It wasn't.
No,
it
was
really
alright.
wasn't. So credit to both of them, to be fair.
Yeah.
This whole package. Sorry, what? This whole
Ooh.
package. Hello. And that's just...
Cheeky.
Sorry, I'll pull my trousers up. Hang on. We now shift to another promotional package which highlights the importance of independent wrestling as it shows images of a young John Cena, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes amongst others. This whole package is to highlight the importance of the WWE ID program designed to help independent wrestlers find a clear pathway to the WWE. I like the idea. I do like the idea.
Yeah.
Back in the Performance Centre, we now see 3 men sat in the VIP area, those being Cappuccino Jones, Jack fucking Cartwheel, and Sean Holly's Wet Legacy,
Oh my god.
who are posing for...
Jesus Christ. That's
Come
not
on.
his name. Oh, my hip.
Well, no.
Did you hear
Oh
that?
my... Sorry,
my
Grandma.
God.
You're right.
That's really my hip just popped.
Was that actually your hip?
That was my hip that popped.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I thought it was, when you got like heat in the chair and it kind of like does like a
No,
crack
that
to
was
correct
my
itself.
hip joint.
Dear God. She's...
Told you I'm old.
Yeah, well, I told you not to put it behind your
Jesus.
fucking head while you sat down. It was weird. But yeah, that was loud, to be fair.
It was, wasn't it?
So, Holly, you're happy that these 3 men are back, or one of these men are back?
Yeah, fine. I wish they weren't doing the whole selfie thing though. That's a little icky, but it's fine.
Who are posing for a selfie is the bit I cut
Yeah.
myself off from, but yes. Yeah, no, it's a bit gross. As soon as the photo is taken, we hear the whining and bitching from bad to worse, of Callie Armstrong, much like she did at show number 1, and she's looking for the 2 women who were sat on the sofa moments ago. Fucking how late are you to every party that
She's
you've
not
been
very
to?
observant, is she?
No, not at all. And anyway, they're like basically going, what the fuck are you asking us?
If I was these guys, I'd be really annoyed with her because I'd be like, hang on, you pissed all over our parade last time
Yeah,
when we'd won,
yeah.
and now you're doing it again.
And you didn't even bring us drinks.
Piss off.
Absolute bitch. Right, main event.
Yes.
Oro Mensah versus Riley Osborne.
Yes.
Okay, I've gone straight in. Holly, are you familiar with the work of Oro Mensah from NXT? Oro, as I mentioned earlier, is a member of Meta-4 alongside the likes of Noam Dar. His opponent for the night, Riley Osborne, now makes his way to the ring as commentary discuss his involvement in Chase U on NXT for almost a year up until they were disbanded.
Yes.
Shows how little I've been watching over all of NXT because I didn't know him from a hole in the wall.
See, that's where I recognise his face from. I couldn't have
Fine.
told you his name, dear God, no.
Yep.
But that's where I recognise his face from.
Riley appears to be a fairly generic-looking pretty boy who happens to be wearing the bottom half of Rhea Ripley's gear. Thoughts, Holly?
I'm so glad you mentioned that. Weird. It doesn't look right.
No, it doesn't, does it?
It really
It's
doesn't.
a pretty
They're like
boy with
bondage
goth pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. The two images don't coalesce.
Even on someone like Damian Priest, who has more of that vibe, I don't think it would look good.
No,
It's weird.
no, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Something about his wardrobe is off for me.
Something about his face is off for me. Like I can't put my finger on it, but it doesn't even take away the trousers.
Yeah.
I'm picturing I'm picturing his face now.
Yeah.
And his hair and it doesn't all go. It's like a mishmash of people in one. Because I'm aware
Yeah.
he's a handsome boy. The hair's fine. Like everything individually is fine, but together it doesn't make a complete picture.
He looked very different to me in the, is it a
Vignette.
Vignette. They put obviously the photos up. The
Yeah,
of
I'll be
him,
honest. I
and
was like,
looked
that's not
there
him.
And I was like, oh mate, like he looks good there. Like he looks like a wrestler.
And that's what I was expecting to come out.
And then he just looks very different. Like his face shape is completely different
Yeah.
to that photo.
Yeah, he's
And
done
I'm like, weird, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, the old pout fout. I know you said trout
Pout
pout. Pout fout. The old pout fout. You know, the classic.
Pout.
Okay, so with both men standing in the ring, the lights go down in the arena and we get the formal main event introductions. Well now, here's an interesting twist. Riley Osborne is billed as being from Cumbria, England. Did not know that.
Yes. Did you know he's married to Blair Davenport?
No? How would I know that? I didn't
wondered.
even know who he was up until
But
this
he
point.
is, apparently.
Okay, Blair Davenport. Yeah, I thought Blair Davenport used to date Will Ospreay.
She did.
Okay, good. Glad I didn't just make that up.
No, you are spot on.
And then he hit her in the back of the head and she's like, no.
And
Was that actually the thing?
Well, I didn't read too much into it.
Oh,
but
okay.
she was, I think involved.
She
in
was
some
the
of those,
one that...
Yeah.
Right, I genuinely wasn't aware of
I
that.
didn't read too much into it, but because I was just trying to find out if they were together. Yeah, they're married apparently.
Oh, fair enough. Good for them.
Riley is a baby. He is almost 10 years younger than I.
I knew he was in his 20s. Blair
Yeah.
Davenport isn't particularly old, though, I don't
No,
think.
I think they're both quite young.
I think she's probably a bit older, maybe late 20s, something like that, but either way. Come on and do the conga. The bell sounds and our main event for the evening is underway. Who are you with, Holly?
I had to go with Riley because
I did because I heard Cumbria and I went, oh, England, England. I was like, okay, we're in his corner now. Fully expecting to go, I know Oro Mensah, I will be in his corner. Go, Cumbria, sorry. Ah!
Oh, yeah, really?
Waving the Union Jack. Honestly, yeah.
Wow, okay.
That was enough to swing me on that one.
Brilliant.
The bell sounds, the main event is underway. The two men circle and briefly slap hands in a sign of respect before they lock up. Leg sweep judo takedown from Oro gives Riley a pause for thought. Second type, and now this time Osborne sweeps the legs. Third collar and elbow sees Mensah get a waistlock takedown and earn himself some riding time in the dominant position. That is what it's called in amateur, so that's fine. Riley reaches back and looks to grab a headlock to switch positions, but Mensah rolls them over and puts the Brit in a pinning predicament. With a kick out, Riley secures a front face lock, but Oro returns to his feet and flips Osborne down to the canvas with an arm wringer. Wristlock applied, but Riley escapes and applies a wristlock of his own. Forward roll and kick to the chest after a delay breaks the hold, which was very nice. Riley rushes in and finds himself arm dragged, but he returns with a wild one of his own. Arm drag once again from Oro, and he avoids Osborne's attempt, securing a schoolboy pin that earns him 2. Another arm drag by Oro, and he keeps Riley in place on the canvas with his knee resting on the side of his head. Arm lock is countered by Osborne, cartwheeling and flipping free before getting a 2 count himself off a schoolboy pin. Is that your shoulder this time it cracked?
That was my neck.
Holy shit, you're falling to
God.
bits in this chair.
Oh, dear.
Sunset flip gets another 2, and Mensah finds his clothesline countered into a crucifix pin for another near fall. A lot of crucifix pins on this show, actually.
There is.
After kicking out, Oro has a look of concern as Riley signals how close he just came to winning the match. Shove to the chest from Oro and 1 in return from Osborne. Forearm and kick land from Mensah, who finds his whip reversed, but he connects with a lovely head scissors takedown. Whip to the buckle sees Riley leap to the second rope before vaulting over Oro's head, off the ropes, and he avoids a backdrop by rolling over, and he scores with a single-legged drop kick. As Oro backs himself into the corner, he scores with a boot to the face and follows up with a tornado guillotine over the top rope. From the apron, Oro springs into the air and lands... I hate these. Oro springs into the air and lands a dangerous-looking side kick. I only like Rob Van Dam doing it. Everyone else, I'm like, your leg's going to break.
Yes.
But lands it clean and sends Riley all the way to the floor. Mensah rubs his arms. The Cole Palmer celebration. Fucking the Cole.
The chili.
Oh, fuck off with that, you bellend. I've never seen anyone do that and go, that's good. It's just the height of dickhead to me.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know what it is. It's just, and then you see like little kids running around playing football and doing that, and you're just like, back when I was playing football, that's like a 2-foot tackle to the chest. I fucking hate it. You can see why I got sent off a few times. Where are we on my notes after? Oh yeah. Back to the corner. He rubs his arm to signal how cold that move just was before checking his jaw as we head to a brief commercial break. Why?
I know.
Doesn't make sense on this.
Nope.
When we return, the two men are exchanging strikes in the middle of the ring that Oro gets the better of, and he follows up with the body slam and gets him a 2 count. Reverse chinlock applied from Oro, but the fans begin to rally behind the Brit. Osborne escapes with a chin breaker but takes too long to get to his feet, and he is sent overhead with a T-bone suplex. Very nice. Taz would be impressed. Osborne rolls to the apron but avoids the running boots and lands a kick to the head of his opponent before springing into the ring where he is caught mid-flight. Very impressive. Oro looks for a suplex but takes a knee to the head instead. Mensah charges into the corner, but he is shoved away with a pair of boots to the chest. Is that Canadian enough for you? Or is a boot works, but pair of boots, no. And Riley rolls into a Hurricane Runner that gets him a near fall. Oro shoves Riley away as he looks to get his feet, but still takes a kick to the head. Mensah grabs the ropes off a whip, then eats a kick to the midsection. He refuses to be sent for the ride and lands a very nice spinning kick to the face and follows up with a brutal dragon suplex. No, on the neck again.
Don't like that at all.
There it is.
It's horrible.
Riley looks to be in a great deal of pain, but just manages, and also he sells that really well. So he either hurt himself or, but just manages to kick out before 3. Osborne lands a strike to the midsection and 1 to the head before being dropped from an Oro forearm. The Brit elevates his opponent onto the apron, but takes a kick to the face. However, he counters the springboard attempt with a drop kick to the kneecap. That actually looked really nasty.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah. It's like when you see the oblique kicks in MMA, like John Jones always used to do the side kicks to the person's knee, and you're like, you nasty little bastard. Mensah is now on the floor, but doesn't have any time to recover as Riley takes flight with a springboard crossbody, leaving both men down. They return to the ring, and Osborne connects with a Michinoku driver, which you probably don't like either, for the 1-2 no. Osborne looks to capitalise and lifts Oro into the air, perhaps looking for the razor's edge, but Oro slips out the back and is now looking for a pile driver.
I panicked.
I bet you did. Riley manages to block it not once but twice, win twice, and shifts his position to secure a roll-up that nearly steals him the victory. Mensah runs in and sweeps the leg, dropping Riley onto his face, and a throwaway overhead powerbomb connects. Fine.
Yeah.
Hook of the leg, and we get the 1-2 no. Osborne kicks out. Big forearms from Oro have Riley staggering, but he returns with one of his own before he eats an oblique kick, there you go, another kick to the knee, and a knee to the midsection. Spinning back kick to the gut connects, but Osborne slaps a boot to the side of... Osborne slaps a boot to the side and lands an enziguri. Up to the top goes Riley, but he takes too long and he eats a backflip kick to the chin as Mensah runs up the turnbuckles. That's nice.
It looked hideous.
Yes, but
that's the point.
Yep. Ripcord capo kick lands on the chin, and we get the 1-2-3. Your winner of this match by pinfall, Oro Mensah. Holly, what do you think?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah?
3 out of 5.
Decent.
Easily for me.
Match of the night?
By far And yes, they had the most time, but fair fucks. Really enjoyed it.
I tied it for best match of the night,
Ooh,
2.25.
Okay.
So I think it's because I ultimately didn't really have a dog in the fight.
Yeah.
The match was good, but the big things that should have felt bigger didn't because of who it was. And yes, I'm familiar with Oro Mensah, not so with Riley Osborne. So it was kind of a bit like, oh yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's good. I probably, in hindsight, probably should have given it 2.5, but for whatever reason I didn't, so I'll stick with it.
Fair enough.
As Oro stands victorious near the entryway, swipe right, run past him looking concerned as the camera quickly heads backstage to see what has caused a stir. We can see that the cause of the ruckus is Joe and Mark Coffey, and we can hear Joe shouting at the camera saying that it's time for the Gallus family to evolve as the event-ending Chiron appears and the show comes to a close. Holly,
Yes.
what were your thoughts?
So I put that overall for me, this was such an easy watch.
It was.
It was a good length of time. The matches, like, yes, okay, there were too many squash matches, but it's not like they went on for a long period of time. And like I said before, like I do quite like seeing how they're trying to build these people. And I really enjoyed that last match. I gave this a 5 out of 10. The first episode, just for comparison, because that's the only one I can compare it to really, I gave a 6.75 out of 10.
Okay.
So I liked the first episode better, but I still enjoyed this one. 5 out of 10, I think it's alright.
I agree. I actually found this weirdly an easier watch than the first show, but the in-ring quality, because of the volume of squash matches, would make me score it 5 as well.
Yeah.
Again, I toyed between 5 and 5.5, but I ultimately went with 5. So we actually tallied up on quite a lot of the same aspects here, for much the same reasons as you mentioned and I've already discussed. It was fine, an easy watch. There was no insult to be had. I think everyone pretty much did their part. So really no fault, but I couldn't say it was a great show.
No.
But
Yeah.
that's not the important thing that people want to know about.
This was really hard.
Yeah, but it was. The important thing that people want to know, Holly, is who had outfit of the night? How many contenders were there?
This was actually really hard. Because even thinking about it, even in hindsight, there's
Yeah.
not a lot of... Because they're all new, I guess a lot of time and money isn't really being spent on costumes, which I understand.
Well, a lot of them, they pay for themselves, I think.
Yeah, so I understand it, but it does make this part of my job harder.
And someone's got to win it.
1, 2, 3, 4 nominees. 1 or 2 are clutching at straws here.
Fucking hell. Okay, I'm trying to think who's the first one that came to... Zara Zaka had an interesting look.
She did, but no, I didn't put her in. The other one, though.
Kylie Ray.
Yeah, I put
really?
it in.
Okay, I wouldn't have put
Just
her
a
on.
little bit of something.
Harlem Lewis I liked.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll be honest, that's probably where my list would end.
So I had... Yeah, I've literally put even next to... Because I didn't know what was coming either,
Oh,
and I
Wendy
do this as a chronological...
I've just thought of someone now.
I obviously said that Kylie was in there.
Yeah.
Wendy Chu is in there.
Yeah.
Aria Bennett, I
That's
actually
the one
really
who
liked her,
yeah.
the black and gold, and then I really liked that gear. It looked really good on her specifically as well. And I will give a shout out to probably, I've put in here, I think one of the top 3 men in the whole of WWE that can wear a suit exceptionally well.
Luca Crusifino.
By far.
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
I'd probably put It's Gal on the list as well.
Oh, no.
No, fair enough.
Absolutely
fair enough.
not.
So tell me how Luca won.
Do you know what? I could easily say that he would win, but because he was only in it for 2 minutes, I didn't give it to him.
Oh, Aria.
By far.
Okay.
Yes. Luca looks sensational in a suit, but he didn't really do much apart from just sit there. So her
Did you not
gear
say
was...
the same about Jesse Ventura?
No, he sits there for the whole entire show.
You know, well, Luca was sat down the whole show. We just didn't hear him.
But yeah, so I thought I'd make it a little bit more fair.
That's what I would put good money that for a long time that Aria Bennett, this is the only win she's going to have on this.
Maybe.
She might not appear in a show for years,
Maybe,
let alone, win
But
a
she's
contest.
made the list. So...
She's made the list. Let's speak back to Chris Jericho
Oh, God,
again.
yeah.
She just made the list. Not that list, for God's sake. Holly,
Yes.
we can't yet go into the sunset without sharing the ways in which people can get in contact with us, should they so decide to do so.
wintwicepod@gmail.com and wintwicepod for Instagram and YouTube.
Indeedy doody. So hopefully you've enjoyed yourself, Ollie.
I've had a lovely time.
Shaking
I'm a
the rust
little peckish
off?
now, but
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah,
Go down, say hello to the dog again
Yeah.
before you go. Oh, I've got a new dog, by the way. That was the
yeah.
So we started recording a little bit later than we intended, but hopefully you have all enjoyed this show. We will try and minimise the number of weeks we skip, but life is
But if we
lifing.
can't, it is my fault.
I'm not saying that because
It
I've
is
got
my
I've
fault.
got commitments as well that I've got to sort out short term. So, but we will keep this train running. So fear not. Only thing I might ask of my co-host is if we are missing weeks to just pop a little something on the Instagram to say as such. But other than that, I think we will be good. So, like I said, hopefully you've all enjoyed what you've heard from the second episode of Evolve. And until next time, take care.
Bye.
Until next time, this has been a Win Twice Wrestling production. Peace out.